Boom! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is, of course, your boy, Nolan Hawkeye Anthony here. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, wherever you may be. And, of course, however you may be listening. So happy y'all are with me today watching this video. This is a pre-recorded. I got my bomber jacket on. I got the Nolan hat on. So we are all set. Unfortunately, the Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball team not as set. They had an excellent opportunity, in my opinion, to pick up a really, really, really solid victory, quadrant one victory against Wisconsin. They had an excellent chance. I thought that they were pretty evenly matched ball clubs. Wisconsin is obviously better, so I don't want Wisconsin fans coming up in here, making a case why Wisconsin is better. Okay, they were better yesterday. I got it. Honestly, that's since I started doing this, the weirdest thing is how fans of other teams come in here and try and convince me of their case as opposed to my own. Anyways, but it's all good. I want as many people coming in here as possible, hanging out, watching the content. The final score of last night's game was not as close as it looked. By the way, before we delve into anything, I want to ask you to smash that subscribe button because, well, subscribing makes you feel good. And at the very least, like, comment, share. You know the drill. I'll put the PayPal link in the description if you want to donate to the channel monetarily. And without further ado, let's get into this. Well, yeah, the game was not close. Let's check this out real quick. The game was not as close as it seemed. Iowa, I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's just, I kind of feel like a
spinning against Vogt. A little short. Keegan Murray with a rebound and a two-hand hammer.
I kind of feel like a broken record. And, I realized this last night not last night, this morning, actually. That, can you guys imagine how bad this Iowa basketball team would be if Keegan Murray wasn't Keegan Murray? Now, listen, okay, I have to give credit to Iowa for finding Keegan Murray because nobody else did. They have to get credit for that. And for helping develop Keegan Murray. Okay, I got to give them credit for that, and I am. But if he were either not half of what he is now, or just not on the men's basketball team at all, Iowa would be in trouble. I think they would win some games because their offense is so dang good and so efficient. And I've said this so many times. Guys, if you go back and look at the KenPom rankings for the early Iowa Hawkeye teams, Iowa is a top 50 defensive efficiency team. They are an elite, well, not elite, but a good defensive team with Adam Woodbury, Mike Gazelle, Anthony Clemens. And ever since they graduated, Fran McCaffery has basically said, we don't really care about the defensive side. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And, let's keep moving down here. So it would be crazy if Keegan Murray wasn't on the team, but he is. So so I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. So let's read this. I will go over the stats to last night's game. I'll pull that up in a second. But I just want to read this a little bit. Wisconsin, led by Johnny Davis, wasted no time Thursday night inside the Kohl Center as they put away Iowa XX to XX. 87-78. And the game was not that close. The Hawkeyes set the pace early, but Wisconsin kept with them. Iowa trailed 17-12 in the first 4:59 of the game. Let's see here. Fran McCaffrey's squad would go ice cold, and the Badgers began to run things. Greg Gard's crew went on a 12-0 run over 5:35 to give themselves a 32-19 advantage. Davis had 7 during that stretch. Iowa would fire back with an 8-0 run of its own, but Wisconsin outscored the Hawkeyes 11-5 in the final 4:20. Davis led the way with 19 points on 11 shots in the first half. Let's see. Murray led the way with 27 points on 16 shots, hauled in 5 rebounds, and swatted away 3 shots. Chris Murray poured in a dozen points in 20 minutes. Bohannon had a dozen point. Guys, 2 of 6 of Bohannon's points came when the game was over, okay? Don't let his 12 points fool you. So up next, the Hawkeyes will enter a week break before their next game. After a sloppy performance on Thursday, the break could do them some good before welcoming Indiana to Carver Hawkeye Arena. After a 1-3 start in Big Ten play, next Thursday's game could be a crucial one if Iowa wants to continue to make a push for the NCAA tournament. It's true. It's true. Ken Palm rankings and all of these rankings that have Iowa ranked high aside, they are going to need to win. Okay. They're going to need to start winning. They cannot get too far back here. And the crazy thing is, there were moments where they almost lost to Maryland also. Now, this game specifically, okay, against Wisconsin, the bottom line is this. I think it's very, very simple. Iowa is undersized. They play 4 6'8" to 6'9" guys in Keegan and Chris Murray, Patrick McCaffrey, and Philip Ibraka. Those are the primary forwards and centers, okay? The Big Ten, so far against teams with solid size, which most teams in the Big Ten have, Illinois, Purdue, and now Wisconsin, Iowa has gotten smashed. Well, not smashed. They haven't gotten whooped, but the other team has controlled the entire pace of the game. And the reality is, if Iowa isn't going to use the positives to playing small ball to their advantage, such as defending the perimeter really well, such as getting out in transition, such as, running on the other team, then there's really no positive. It's only negatives when you're playing small ball. I think, and this is not an attack on or saying that Philip Ibraka is not a good player. I think he is. I think he should be starting for Iowa. He should. But I do think that Fran McCaffrey, it's obvious, and I can't believe he hasn't seen this by now. To me, it is obvious that whether or not Riley Mulvey or Josh Ogundele are ready, they have to play. They have to play, 4 minutes each, totaling 8 to 10 minutes a game, because Iowa just needs that size and some breathing room. They need some breathing room, because the way it is now, it's the whole game. Teams are just getting to the rim, getting second chance opportunities. The other thing is, again, listen, Jordan Bohannon is in the record books. And I've had some people comment to me saying, that he's in the record books because he's just that good at all of those stats. No, guys. I mean, Jordan's a good player. He is. Okay. He's done a lot of great things for Iowa. But guys, and the records that he has or has broken or he's in the top 5 with, they are awesome. Okay. I won't take that away from him. But I do have to put it into context. The dude has played six full seasons. Full seasons. So it's a little misleading. Okay. We know what J-Bo is at this point. And the whole game, he gives the Iowa Hawkeyes nothing. He has 0 points the whole game, except for at the end. And let me tell you something, guys. If Jordan is not scoring, he is negatively impacting the game because of how bad he is defensively. He is terrible. But he's bad. But Fran, loves him. And I knew that this was going to happen. I remember, trying to convince myself that Jordan would take a back seat and, that Iowa would do what was best for Iowa. No. Jordan has impacted the amount of minutes that both Aaron Eulis and Joe Toussaint play. And I mean, it's not, in my opinion, there's no reason Jordan Bohannon should be playing 30 minutes a night against Wisconsin. You're telling me he's so good that you have to play him 30 minutes? That's crazy. He's okay. And considering much of the game, he had 0 points. 0. Anyways, I don't want to, I'm beating a dead horse here. I have said this many, many times. Many times. The last thing is, and by the way, guys, I think that this Iowa team still can make the NCAA tournament. Okay. They do need to get some momentum. And they need to figure it out, because when you have a guy like Keegan Murray scoring 27 points, you have to figure out how to win the effing game. The last thing I wanted to say is very simple, and it kind of goes to what, I just said, which is that Luka Garza and Joe Wieskamp and Jack Nunge and CJ Frederick are gone. Okay. The current Iowa players, and I know it's kind of hard because Connor and Jordan are still on the team. And so some of the players are kind of, not overstepping their bounds with and taking valuable minutes and shots over them, even though Connor doesn't really shoot. But these guys need to start stepping into their roles, okay? Into bigger roles, because this team is them now, especially Philip Ibraka. I was excited from what we saw against Maryland, but he took a step back tonight. I got to see how many rebounds he had. He only had 1 rebound. That's not good enough, okay? That is not good enough, especially when he is your center. It's not good enough. So these guys are going to have to step up. Everybody around Keegan Murray. I think Patrick McCaffrey has been okay. I think Patrick McCaffrey is a third option. He's not ready for the second option yet. But the reality is, Iowa doesn't have a second option. They don't. They do not have a second option. And I'm sorry, guys, if Jabo is your second option, it's not good enough, guys. In no way, shape, or form should a 6'1" unathletic guy like Jabo be your second option. He should be a complementary piece, a third or fourth option that can give you a couple buckets here and there. So we'll see, guys. The only place that I can see this changing is Chris Murray getting better, the brother of Keegan Murray, and stepping into his role a little bit. Patrick McCaffrey being more consistent. And Philip Ibraka stepping up. And, Josh Ogundele and Riley Mulvey getting a combined 8 to 12 minutes a night. That's the only way I see this changing, because the way it is now, Iowa is just going to keep not being able to defend. And that will be the end of it. Let's take a look at the team stats right quick. I mean, guys, look at this. They allowed Wisconsin to shoot 50%. That's not good. And then going 11 of 19 from the free throw line. I mean, literally, let's think about this. If Iowa makes 4 of those free throws, just 4, not all of them, 4, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. It's a 5-point game. So they're going to have to work on sinking some free throws, especially when they struggle at rebounding. You need to capitalize elsewhere when you can't rebound. Total rebounds, this is bad. 43 to 26. Holy smokes. Now, Iowa did have 7 blocks. They had 4 steals. They only had 8 turnovers. Not bad. So that is that. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm not super. This Iowa team is good, and they're okay. I think that they do have a decent ceiling that they can get to. But they are going to have to start figuring some stuff out. Their defense is atrocious. They cannot, it's even worse than last year. They cannot defend anybody, because not even when they do defend somebody, they allow second chance points, opportunities. So they're going to have to figure that out, and figure it out with a quickness. They're going to have to use this week off wisely. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, because subscribing makes you feel good. And at the very least, like, comment, share. You know the drill. I'll put the PayPal link in the description. And without further ado, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow. And facts or feelings, your feelings don't matter. Love y'all. Go Hawks. Bye.